What is Qi? Qi is life force energy, the energy present within all living things that make them living. Many cultures have had a word for Qi. I apologize for these pronunciations. I am white. The Chinese call it Qi, the Japanese call it Ki, and the Koreans call it Gi. In Western culture, it's sometimes called an aura, or an energy, or a universal force. In Star Wars culture, it's just called the Force. The Chinese glyph for Qi has evolved over time and had various meanings. The traditional Chinese glyph for Qi is made up of two glyphs, one meaning to present rice as a gift, and the other meaning air or wind. One interpretation of this that I like is that Qi is the internal wind, so you eat the food and then you get the energy. This wind is the electrochemical system that allows cells to communicate. Feel free to research more if you wish, but it's time to move on. So let's talk about some common manifestations of Qi in everyday life. First off, the electrochemical system in the body, which we just mentioned. So whenever your cells communicate, it's not just with chemicals, it's also with electricity inside of the cell. So at any given time, we have a bioelectric field, or an aura that surrounds us. Qi is in sunlight, as well as any other form of radiation, some of which can be harmful if it's not in tune with our bodies, aka nuclear radiation. Nuclear. Qi is in plants, animals, and all of life, big and small. Qi is in the earth, creating its electromagnetic field. In fact, Qi is all electricity and magnetism. Qi is in the wind, in the waves, in the rain, and in all cycles of nature. Gravity is also Qi. Gravity, the Qi network, always influences the probabilities of matter everywhere. Qi is in atoms and every part of atoms. Literally everything is either potential Qi, potential energy, or kinetic Qi, kinetic energy. Qi influences the probability of particles on a quantum level to appear in different places. It's basically a magnet for life. Qi operates irregardless of space and time, in a way that modern science could only describe as magic. The power of Qi comes from primordial Qi, the nothingness that created the Big Bang. The forms of Qi that we communicate with are densities of this original primordial Qi. I believe Qi in its purest form is love and forgiveness, or yin and yang. Love being the infinite radiance of the Big Bang, and forgiveness being the nothingness of the primordial Qi that created the Big Bang. These two things cause all things in balance and allow the oscillation which creates the energy, which is the Qi which we talk about. There is potential Qi and kinetic Qi, and every atom has a huge amount of potential Qi. In fact, there is potential Qi everywhere, and it never runs out. It just changes from form to form. We see potential Qi in chemical bonds, in positioning relative to a center of gravity like the Earth, and we see kinetic Qi everywhere, like me, creating sound waves, which you are hearing. The most important thing to understand right now is that Qi is a frequency. So make sure that you're broadcasting love, so that you resonate with the frequency and power of the universe. God is love. Peace.